Welcome, sports fans. Welcome back to a very special episode. I'm your host, Jomar, and this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most riveting, credible, and interesting sports topics, discussions, and debates. And the internet people, as you can see, I'm not with my regular co-host today. Today we have somebody else sitting in co-hosting this show. Introduce yourself real quick.
I'm MG Sports, just to do a little thing.
No,
Try
them
me
know. Them know. You sound like Sir P with a little YouTuber foolishness. Do a little thing. You see people like, people,
Yeah.
this man I come in like the brother will get the 97% on the test and say, oh, Jaja, we should have get 99 and we should have get 100.
But I'm right with 97, yeah, man. I think we could have a little better, but I'm right with it.
So people we here talk to, I guess, probably, not probably, clearly the leading person of the platform right now, the person who me and Rush I try get to and hopefully eventually one at a time them in a future pass out. But that far future thinking. MG
No, you
Sports,
can't, You can't, man. You can't. Me tell you can't, man. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
MG Sports, most hardworking and comprehensive person on the platform. First of all, thanks MG for cut out some of your busy schedule for come grace with your presence. And people, just a little history lesson. When it would have just kick off in a 2021, and me and Rush they did the begging stage where I take people phone and I tell them to subscribe and them something that MG was one of the first people reach out to and him never ever hesitate. Him get a couple video, bring up on couple lives and couple hundreds of our subscriber attributed directly to MG Sports. So thanks again, we respect the work. Obviously, we're not recording a long time, but we still link him off camera more while tell him big up for the work, talk about some sports related situations.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure for have you back in the studio again. People, apologies on behalf of Rush. And did have some things I sort out. No, we're not beef. It's not a riff. You get me? I
want to check people, let me know.
He'll be back in the studio very, very soon. But today, we're here to talk about schoolboy football. We've been seeing the people out and about. I say, yo, wanna do for schoolboy football? I'm gonna carry the torch. We want this or that sports TV.
Rough.
So on and so forth. And obviously, we did indisposed for a couple of months, but we're back in town. And the new format of the Manning Cup kind of help with in a way with this new group round the 16 situation. It actually give you a chance to like cover a full competition in of itself. First of all, Guna, before we start, the return leg round of 16 home and away playoff that's done away with. What are your thoughts on this change?
Um, for me find it strange. Me find it strange initially. Well, technically, me still find it strange because me they like that. Me they like see a team get the opportunity to show what them can do again. But what happened is that I do think that say like when you have the big side them face the small side them, it technically kind of not make no sense because they are gonna find a side first match done 5-love, basically game done already. Going to the second leg, the coach never think about if put out on big side massive. One can give somebody U16 some run because U16 are gonna start now. Give them the opportunity to just play some big man football. And you find out say the first like the first round finish that group the woman away like they finish like 13-14 in favor like our one or so. So I understand that getting rid of that and making that a bit more competitive. So I understand that. But me love adjust to new things. Me learn, me like to get new stuff in my eyes when I can say, all right, how me adjust to it, what me do. So it don't really bother me still. Me just
All
adjust right now.
all right. So the beginning of the season, this are that sports TV, we didn't get to cover any of the beginning part of the season. Some people might have guessed we weren't necessarily here. We just sort out some business that get our life sorted out. I was talking to Guna before the stream about how him did have the privilege of, being a professional for a decade before changing his profession into what it is right now. You get me? So people are trying to establish yourself before we can really attack this in the right way. So that's essentially what was happening. We miss out on the first part of the season, which we normally did there cover, do features, so on and so forth. Guna, what are your thoughts on the Manning Cup to this point? First round.
If I'm being honest, Manning Cup not really set a light. No. A lot of stuff happened that cost a cup, which kind of ignite the excitement in the Casa Cup. It's with the Manning Cup is that I think that the way they group them in structure, you only had one tough group,
Yeah.
and that had the group with Vauxhall, Stats, Calabar. That's the only group where you can say all their teams them week in, week out, basically play a big game. The rest of the group them now, 1 and 2 of the top teams they just face each other twice, and that's it. KC, the toughest team in that KC group would have been us and Marty.
Mhm.
Uh, that go for sure. And I think in some sense Penwood, and that goes to tell because Casey give I think Penwood must be about 9 or 8
Yeah.
with them 16 team. So and that are the toughest team one of the toughest team in the group. Then now the other groups them with the Georges, the only tough teams them have been like would have been St. Catherine. Other than that, everybody else I get 7, 6 and them. The JC only tough team that I group is Excelsior. Woolmer's only tough team was actually Tivoli. And
Mhm.
just go on and the entire thing was run like that. But for sure, there's one newcomer who's been setting a light in the Manning Cup so far. Still kind of unknown to me. I've seen them on TV, but I like to watch the teams with 2 years and make it a better understanding of how them play and what them do, and make it assess the quality better. Because when I watch them on TV, especially against lower level opponent, you kind of just brace over it. Say, all right, then beat them and it like that. And that's Eltham. And I think that they're doing quite well so far this season. So Manning Cup not really spark no fire as yet. As yet.
All right. So that said, first round finish, not as competitive as last year, you'd say. Last year, Money
No,
Cup was way more exciting.
exciting and more competitive.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I have the teams because obviously, I guess due to rain delays and so on and so forth,
Mm.
the first round would have been stretched out much longer than they wanted it to have been stretched out for the Manning Cup.
No, I think it was deliberate, and the reason why it was deliberate is because they wanted it to catch the same in line with the Casa Cup. So the round of 16 starts today for the Manning Cup,
Yeah.
and the Dakar Cup round of 16 starts tomorrow. So they wanted it to just catch in line. But the problem is that the Dakar Cup had way more teams, so that extended time period kind of put a big lull in between games for the Manning Cup team.
We still had Manning Cup games playing up to yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So
Because they still want them to keep a little bit fresh. It was not deliberate, as I said, that was
yeah,
a part of the rain issue.
yeah, yeah.
So if I know that they would have to play a game, no, a team wouldn't play a game in between. But the deliberate reason why it's so stretched out was because of the Dakar Cup. They want to catch in line because St. Catherine and George is like them wait like almost about 1 week, about
Yeah,
9 days before them play each other.
them not playing no football in a
And it
long.
was not rain. Rain was not the fault because there was not much rain during that time period. And they could have played the game. And the game was set to stipulated to play down at George's. And that day was a TV game, which would have been that was preset from start of the season, which would have meant that that is the duration of that game they're supposed to play. So
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
that in
yeah.
between, in really matter.
All right. So by any chance you have the full groups because I have an image of the groups, but it's missing two teams. So by any
All
chance
right.
you have
So
a
more than likely that would be the two teams that would miss more than likely be Eltham and Idel, because
Mhm.
those will be the last two games play. But yeah, me have it in my phone right now. So I'm just pull it up. Yeah, so this is the Manning Cup. So Group 1, Mona, Georges, Campion, St. Diego. As you can see, two teams out of this group here played today,
Yeah.
which is Mona and Diego.
Mhm.
Group 2, Eltham, Tivoli, Jonathan Grant, Excelsior. Group 3, Kingston College, Stats, Wolmer's, Heidel. And the next game is coming out of this group, which is Stats and Wolmer's. Group 4, St. Catherine, Jamaica College, Calabar, Charlie Smith.
All right. So this no seem like a competition to Guna. Or
No, it just started.
or just the
Manning
name
Cup
of
just
right
started.
now.
No, man, Manning Cup just started. So today game alone drive excitement in America. We're going to see
So
Stats Wolmer.
these are that sports TV awards that we're gonna announce sooner. Probably later today or tomorrow. We're just going to start considering candidates to win the awards from this round of 16 because really and truly, this looking at these groups, this seemed like a real urban area football competition to me. I was trying to identify the zone of death and we couldn't do it. Which zone you think are the zone of death?
Zone 3, Group 3. KC Stats Wolmer's Idle.
Yeah.
So we have Stats Walker Cup finalists, Woolmer's Walker Cup semi-finalists, Idle Manning Cup finalists,
Yeah.
KC Manning Cup semi-finalists.
Yeah. And
So it has to be Group 3.
all right. So a quick exercise we did want to do, was like a power minute or a power 90 seconds. We can go through each 16 remaining teams, and you can tell me what you think is like a strength, a weakness, and 3 standout players to watch. You want to do it? And we'll tackle that. Are you,
I don't
are
know
you?
if we can give you, I don't know if we can give you all the teams them
Yeah.
because me not say me not say Eltham.
Yeah.
So it'll be difficult for me to give an Eltham. I mean most of them, but I
Yeah.
could run it. I
Make
mean,
it-
me best,
you
me
have-
answer
you
the best
have
as possible.
standout players if you can, but if not, just tell me the strength and the weaknesses of the team and whatever. Because I
All
don't
right.
have that much time. So, and every team I get featured. So, starting off with the first team, Mona High School.
Quite an easy one.
Yeah.
Strengths, attack.
Mm-hmm.
Attack. And weakness, defense. But you know them say attack is the best form of defense. But
That's him say.
yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure if you can go all out. Last year, then get away with the last year. I'm not sure they might get away with it this year, but let's see. Players, CM Denzel, Mackenzie, Robina Garden, Kishian Garden, Sean Layton, who like a monster now this season. Well, me will say I think what gonna happen when he come back from the trials at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So that if that go well. So we'll see how that one go.
Judges.
Georges, strength, defense, midfield, weakness, attack.
Oh man.
That's one of their weakness. Yeah, I see it for myself. Them not score a lot. They not score goal, especially in the important games. Them. But they are definitely a good team. Standout players, Xavier Taylor.
Yep.
I think Matthew Spence. Even though I'm up part of the attack, I do think we can get a lot.
So Matthew Spence forward. I was just about to say one of the best players
Exactly.
forward. So,
but him not score. He's one of the best players, but he not score.
Yeah.
And also Oni Mitchell in defense, very versatile, and also their goalkeeper. So I'll say those four players.
All right, Campion.
Ooh, nice team. Strengths. Play very good football, really good football. I think all players understand the game. I think because of the KFA, the connection with KFA, they're really good playing the ball around. Weakness, I think a little bit too soft. When the game get real physical, them kind of show it. Because maybe most of the players are not that fully developed.
Yeah.
And also physically, they're not fully developed physically. But they do have some very good players. Bantan, the captain, Jazless was a really, really good talented. Those are the two players were stand out. They don't have other good players, but those are two players were definitely stand out over the rest.
You seen Campion play a lot this season?
Yeah, man, I've seen them. I've seen them a few times.
All right. Lastly, out of Group 1, Jago.
Yeah. They start off very, very slow. First match we go with them, they lost to Woolmer's 3-1. Stand-up player was the number 7. Can't remember his name. The number 7, Plato Pierre. Very good midfielder, one of the best midfielder in Jamaica, right? Youth midfielder in Jamaica. The number 10 is quite good as well. The Big Jet is back in goal for them. So, that's a big, big plus for them. So that's one of the reasons they end up push come through the zone so far. Strengths.
So
strengths.
Him saved them a lot of points.
Yeah. Think strengths, goalkeeping with Big Jet. The weakness, though, I do think that the defense is not necessarily the strongest. I do think that they leak. So good teams will get at them. As good as the goalkeeper is, he will struggle with good teams, with good attacking teams. We're going to see it today versus Mona. Also going to hold that one to go. If them leak like that, Mona going to have a field there.
Yeah. All right. Group 2 now. So that's a roundup of Group 1. We'll come back to predictions and so on and so forth afterwards. Group 2. You say you haven't seen a lot of Eltham High, but what
just one TV game. That's one TV game. I think on number 7 you were central midfielder, big youth. I think he play for Portmore. He might stand up player, I say, for the team. Really, really good player. The goalkeeper look fairly decent as well. Strength, they are very good defensive, aggressive, very, very aggressive. Going forward, I think they can sharpen up going forward, but they're very good defensive. So maybe that is one of the reasons why They are unbeatable. They're unbeaten so far, only conceding one goal entire season. And that's against Idle. Yeah,
Yeah,
and Idle, one single goal and concede. They haven't lost a game as yet. They haven't drawn a game as Idle. So they're the interesting team for me. They're the anomaly right at this moment. So, as I said, strengths. I do think though going forward that's an area they can sharpen up on.
all right, TG.
Tivoli Garden. Defensively, weakness defensively. I do think that they leak goals. I think maybe the midfield. Then have a third central nine middle. The number 7 and number 10, more like a two box to box. Then have somebody stand up nine middle at the pitch, but they have some really good, like same number 7 and number 10 quality. Very very good players. Then good going forward. That's one of the, that's their strength. They're really good going forward, but defensively is where I have the issue with them. As I said, players to watch for them: the number 7, the number 10, and the number 11. And captain, the centre back. I don't remember much of my in play, but he's the most experienced player in that team. They might do all power work.
And what was the third team in that zone? You said Jonathan Grant.
Jonathan Grant.
Yeah. How them stay?
All right, I saw Jonathan Grant a few times, especially against Mona, and Jonathan Grant stand up to Mona. I mean, first game done 1-0. First game Mona beat them 1-0, and it was basically a ping-pong battle between both teams. Technically, in some sense, a level game. Even though Mona had more possession, was not like Mona create that much chance. Jonathan even created the biggest chance in the game, and that's just before the first half ended. They really sure some guy against Mona. But me, I wonder when we go see them against the other teams, them now is that the level just drop. So then no, the final game when they play against Mona, the game done 1-1. Leading Mona 1-0 at Mona until must about 89 minutes or so. Then concede and Mona equalized game done on 1-1. But that goes to show say when them go against big team, them raise them level. My problem is if them can keep that or maintain the level there, I think they will be good. They will do good. But the problem is I'm unsure if they can keep the level there. Stand-up player, their captain, the centre back, he is one of the best centre back in schoolboy football. He's very, very good, very calm, very technical. Really and truly, Mona couldn't pull him. Mona couldn't break him. He stand up to Denzel. He stand up to all that, everything what Mona have to throw at them. Really, really solid player.
And last in that zone, Excelsior.
Now, this is a team that initially started the season, me never really predict much for them. I saw them in Ali Cup in preseason, so me have high praises for them. But me have them for quarterfinals. After seeing them this season, me say no, so they can definitely go all the way. They can't even win it. They have the team to win it. Then now, I saw them versus Jamaica College, and I'm like, yo, them look serious. They look very, very serious. When they played JC at JC, they could have won. I personally thought they should have won that game as well. They got most of the chance. They put JC to the swords. Now, when I saw them back at JC beat them. When they get 2 goals, though 2-1, games at 2-1, me say heads drop, and me say no, that not look right, and they end up losing the game 3-1. Weakness, I do think that when I'm more for said hard to find a weakness in them because them is an all-round unit, you know. I think there's a very, very good all-round unit. Yeah.
Very good goalkeeper.
Very good goalkeeper, very good defense. Them have some good defenders, good midfielders as well, and also them have one of the best striker in Manning Cup, Kimberly Scott, at this present moment. I think one of the best youth striker in a town, actually. So, and he must score by anybody. So they're a good all-round unit. That's the positives. It's just if anything, probably question mental part of it. What happened when them concede a goal? If anything,
maybe size,
physicality.
Yeah, them seem like
no man. Even Kimal is not physically built big, but he's not tall. But you can see him toned, well toned. He might hit the gym. Him physically ready. So even though they're not big physically, but overall there are big players in the team like Shepherd who play for Anne Garden. Him used a big man football. Me and him I see him size physically. So they have players like that. The centre backs, the midfielder, the number 11, number 7 when I make like the pitch, number 6 when I make like the pitch. They have good players who are physical. So I don't think that's an issue where that is concerned. So I do think that they have a solid team. So I think they can go all the way.
And Group 3, the group of death, as dubbed by Military Guna himself.
Yeah, I think it is.
Kingston College.
My worry now, all right, so KC, Kingston College. My word for Kingston College is, and I do believe that every single Kingston College supporter can agree with me with this. We have yet to see Kingston College play a full squad, a full or consistent squad. Every week is something different. Them are change. And I believe that that's because of the opponents. So them are fierce the opponents where at the lower level, when they can even use 16 team and win a game and them kind of something. So them consistently change. I've yet to see the likes of Messi, that's Smith,
Yeah.
Zimenez, Wells, Brown, Dejan Green, my apologies, and Angel right name. Delana Daly.
Yeah, daily.
We have yet to see I have yet to see all them on the pitch at the same time, despite them blow teams away. So coming to this round now, if them not match sharp playing together, that might be a problem for them. That might be a problem. And because the groups are easy, when you go through the group and I beat up every team, that can definitely be an issue in my view. So beat up everybody, come to your zone. You're kind of in a one. You're this level. You're at this level, and that's quite dangerous.
So you think they might get shell shock, especially being placed in the group of that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think shell shock because they might have a good coach, and the coach can get in their head. But the problem is, if shell shock should come, it probably come at the early part of the game, and then they have to raise them level. The issue here is will they be able to raise that level there? I just that the issue. That's that more about. We're gonna see it still, but me interested to see how this one materialize.
Yeah, and stats. We know say going a long time stats fan. What
I know,
about
funny enough,
all them rebound from last season, which I would have say a coach. Remember the coach name? Why it has slipped
Philip
me?
Williams
Yeah, Coach Williams is probably worst season to date in a long
last
time.
year,
5 years. You know how they
and he's
manage.
still in the power finally.
Yeah, and them still in the power finals. You know, some people say they
Um,
get rather one final. So,
yeah, he
so
can't give and take.
yeah.
Can't give and
So
take.
what you
This season,
thoughts about?
at the starting of this season, start kind of iffy. Most persons say, "Boy, I know look like the more can make it." When I watch it, I say, I wasn't impressed initially. Even though me have them to come out of their group, I wasn't impressed after watching them. I say, no, say look like say they now make it because their group was the most, as I said, Stats group was actually the most difficult group. Every single week in that group is a tough game. Vaxall was playing well. Haile Selassie was playing well. KT started off really, really well. So every game week was quite tough. So every match week, every 3 days, them I played tough games. Now, that's the difference with the KC group and Stats group. So KC group is at this, so KCC at this level. With Stats group now, we have Calabar, Vaxall, and these teams, every week them do up here, sir. A fight. So their level is consistently here.
Yeah.
So in the last stage, the last game that I saw with Stats, I was really, really impressed that they defeated Haile Selassie 5-0 or 5-1. I think it's some then get Haile Selassie 5. And I was really, really impressed with them after that. I'm saying, you know what, they look like them growing to themselves now. Still where the goal scoring is concerned, but defensive, they have the best defensive unit in a Manning Cup where individual quality is concerned. Having the entire, basically, Cavaliers backline play for them. So that's a big, big plus. Good midfield as well. And just the attacking force now, me kind of have a bit of worry about the attacking part of the game. Them one of the best number 10s in the Manning Cup as well in Agite Marshall, same way. So I expect a lot from them, but me I wonder, me kind of if you how them go to come out of a group still. Because as we said, they're not scoring a goal. I think KC, I give KC the edge over them. And then now the other teams, Woolmers look good. So where that's concerned, positive, they're very good defensively. Weakness, I think the attacking part of the game, the goal scoring, that's their biggest weakness.
All right, Wilmers.
For Stats players, Alexander Gooden, Agite Marshall, Colonji Watson, the goalkeeper, don't remember my name, very good goalkeeper.
Jaime Williams.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I must be about 6 years now. Everyone shot keeper bad.
The most experienced Manning Cup goalkeeper for sure.
One shot keeper bad.
And that means that them have him a play Manning Cup so small in size from about 14 years old.
Exactly. Bad man, bad. So those are the players. And they know them have one little 16-year-old play midfield for them in Kennard. I think Kennard Brown. All right, so Woolmers, Woolman's a pretty young team, very, very young team. I don't think this year is necessarily their year. I think going forward, if they retain this squad, next year going to be for them year. Where them out really blow teams away. But they do have a really good squad, same way. Defensively, I do think that's one of their weakness. Defensively, attacking wise, they're very good attacking wise. They have some good flair players going forward, but defensively, I do think that is one of their one little bit of their weakness. Pretty good goalkeeper, same goalkeeper from last year.
Yeah.
So may I say him one of the positive standout players.
Yeah. He's supposed to be better now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's better now, man. Ahmed's as well is still there. So they do have some really good players who can definitely cause problems for any team. But as I said, the physical nature of the game based off Fox squad so young, especially going against the Stats. And we all know Stats team how them play. Stats play like them hungry everybody else.
Like ghetto team.
Yeah, they play like them hungry anybody else. They want all first ball, second ball. They even want the ball they have at your yard. So the game with them all play today is going to be a tough game for them. So based off of this game, you're going to have a very good assessment of Woolmans and what them likely to do. If them can overpower this Stats team, they're going to show that'll be a big positives for them.
Can't wait to see that. And lastly, in this group, Heidel, who was a team that Decided Sports TV was following closely last season.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they've retained a lot of their players. Talk to me about Heidel.
No, really, no. Really, I'm sure I must be about 4 players after they retain.
Like players 4 or 5 of them best players. Them still have Jackson, still have Henry, still have Barrett.
Jackson never start. Jackson just come back. Jackson actually come back. Yeah, because them have struggles, so them have to pull back for Jackson. About one of the Henry them have and the Deshaun Henry. They now have the next Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Barrett is there. I think the goalkeeper is here as well. I believe the goalkeeper is here.
No, man, I would have been a different goalkeeper.
No. Yeah.
Last season.
That was the last season. So they still have some of the experienced players in the squad. Barrett Jackson and Henry. There are 2 Travis standout players for them this season. Not the best start. I do think it's kind of iffy, and when Elton beat them now, that kind of raised a little sign. So people can say, well, what really are going? But as you can say, the Elton team is actually a good team, so that kind of say, no, all right, fair enough. That's fair. But I do believe they will still should expect a lot of them because they are the finalists last year. So you must expect that bit of confidence, that bit of aura supposed to be around them same way. So I do believe that. I expect them. I haven't seen them much this season. I haven't seen much of them this season. So I can't necessarily give us strengths or weakness, if you can't tell.
All right. And the last group, we'll run through them real quick. Catherine.
Initially, I started off the season. My preseason preview, I had Jamaica College to be the champions. And after seeing Catherine looks to be the best team in the competition so far. Yeah, that seems to be the best team in the competition so far, from what I've seen. Especially if you had seen the game versus Georges, oh my word! If they're putting away the chances first half, Georges would have been on about 4, just first half alone. But I do think overall strengths, defense, midfield. One of the best youth strikers in Jamaica, under 16 striker in Dwight Gentles. One of the best goalkeepers as well, who actually keep for racing during the tier 2 competition. Them were the best defenders as well in schoolboy football. I think it's Romain Walters. Romain Walters. Very, very calm and composed. They were the best attackers in schoolboy football in KD Young. So they have a very, very good unit going forward.
You think it's time to start give Anthony Patrick some flowers now as one of, if not the best?
No, he's one of. No, man, Anthony Patrick getting flowers. I remember Anthony Patrick's carry Bridgeport go win Manning Cup. Yeah, man. So now when Bridgeport just
people talk about everybody else, I don't think Anthony Patrick gets spoken about as much. Maybe because him in Kingston, him there catching so far out of the everybody else. But I think he's underrated coach.
I think there's let me tell you the truth is there's media. Media have their biases.
For sure.
So big schools, whenever a big school player and them have a big coach, that coach will always get a more highlight than the other coaches them. Because you do have a lot of coaches who have done really, really well. Where they have gone to other smaller schools and raised the profile of the school. Let's give a perfect example. Campion.
Yeah.
Technically, champion shouldn't be competing.
Historically.
Technically, champion shouldn't be competing, but the work that Eric Redamaker and Ashan Blankson have done over the years with champion aligning with KFA, growing these players, you have to say that, boy, definitely that means something. That really means something. I think then they win U16, right?
Yeah.
But they beat Georgia that winning U16. So that
With
means
Adrian Reed.
exactly that means something. So they I think in my view they deserve their flaws, but they now get it because they know they are the traditional big school. So bet now if them left the school and go on traditional big school, you're gonna hear what I talk. So I do think it's just me that bias and me that pick and choose who they want to make nice, but because really and truly, click name sell and media operates by clicks. So and nothing wrong with that. So that's also the nature of the business go.
But
So I do think he gets in flaws. In the coaching world, he gets his flaws.
my view and my opinion, over the last 5 years, I think Anthony Patrick are the best coach in schoolboy football. He managed to do the most with the least out of all the schools, them, and always find himself competitive, always a compete, always a manage to put together what he can and then elevate them to levels higher than that.
What you think you've done the resources?
Philip will, no, as in him have resources clearly, but the players that him have.
All right.
As I said,
I'm going to give them a secret.
Catching still. And we're not here, maybe that's why.
I'm not going to give catching secret. I don't give them catching secret, but I'm not give them. You remember say Anthony Patrick when he walk up as well, you know. We'll catch it now. I don't give them secret, but I not give them secret. Right, most teams are it right now. I not give them secret. And also, as you mentioned, Philip Williams.
Yeah.
Philip Williams, him me know, not work with.
Yeah, he might the next one. Two of them
him have less work with that Anthony. Let me tell you what he might have over Anthony now. He probably have more quality to select from that Anthony. Because they don't know say a Spanish Town road and down the area the whole ball come from the side versus Anthony Patrick in a Spanish Town, he must have the deep fight, you know. But Philip, where resources are concerned now, human resources, which is the players, Philip Williams can get that. Yeah. But where resources are concerned, to get the players in certain condition and then kind of something there, him kind of depend on a lower level than most of the other top teams them. So him a punch above in weight.
Yeah, I agree. All right, JC now. Man, JC, I've seen some of JC and boy, JC look like them and live up to the JCFC moniker.
JCFC. JCFC. Yeah, I'm on the nationals night team. That was the nationals night team. Which is expected because that's their tradition. That's the caliber of players that they attract. And that won't change. That will not. Once you come out to football, the brand JC will not change. That will not ever change. And as always, I do think that them still in my top of if even win it as well based off of the quality them have. Oh, me give players to catching. Oh, me give players to catching.
Yeah, man.
Where JC is concerned, they are definitely one of the best teams in the competition. They can in some games. I do think now them have got to take them have to really raise them level now because when I saw them, in a couple of games, I said them a play, maybe them a mismatch, switch out, just the same, similar to what Casey did. I think maybe Casey I follow for them model more so. But as a son, JC do have a lot of quality. Them have quality on the bench. When you look, JC 11 out on the pitch, and we look on the bench, them have about 10 players sitting on the bench, and that 10 player can go play first team football for any other team as well. That's the quality them have. So quality on the bench, quality come out. So them have a plethora of talent. In my view, one of the best U16 baller in a country, in Jamon Lyle, I do think, from my perspective, I not agree. I think he's the best U16 baller in the island. He's a unique talent, a very, very unique talent. And something I do think that persons don't know now, but in 2 years' time, just like when we not talk about Papi, when Papi never kickstart yet, in 2 years' time, we're going to see. We're going to see him big, huge, a fly.
Jamon Lyle.
Yeah, man. 100. Me can put me 2 foot pan him, man. It's special. Once he keep a head pan him body. Yeah, because sometimes in father give man come so remember yourself. Yeah, and I think he's also a KFA product from Kingston Football Academy. Yeah.
Continue with JC.
Oh, JC Kante is there. They have Kante, Giovanni Taylor. In goal, Tawin Lynch. You never made a sense.
Everywhere
everywhere done. Right.
Dylan John look like a man this season. Like a
Well, Dylan
grown
John is
man.
not here at the moment, though.
Oh, come at the
Yeah,
team at the beginning of the season.
eh?
With the team at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
Did
man,
you
but
have
he's not there now. That I've got disclosed off the year.
all right.
That I've got disclosed off the year.
But from when we did see at the beginning of the season,
He
Dylan John,
was there, man. He was there. He was there.
he just looked more mature than just
Yeah,
ready
man.
to
My
start.
captain, no.
Yeah, yeah,
So, man,
yeah.
I'm gonna play like that, you know.
All right.
And look one Gibbs. Even though me not say Gibbs, I hit the back and net still, but Gibbs, that's just one goal that they say. So them squad big, man. Them squad really, really big. Yeah.
All right, Calabar real quick.
Calabar. In some sense, somewhat kind of a one-man army-ish, but they're very good. They're a very good unit. Ranking, the mother strike, I play him ranking, number 7. I believe one of the best wingers. Now ranking one of the top 10 best wingers in schoolboy football right now. Very good left footer too. Them call him Saka. So you must know. It's yeah, man. I'm kill Statsman when they play against Statsman. One rack one from way out and say no, I can't pass the defense. So guess what me do? I clat it from out. So rack it from way out. Very, very good. Very talented. When him going at you can't touch him, man. Dribble kind of messy, you know, just a move to the field.
Yeah.
Really, really talented. Them have a good defensive unit. I do think though them defense can be better though. I think if you say them the Calabar team, them have a lot of goal scorers, but I think them defense can be breached a little bit too easy, just a little bit too easy. So a team like Calabar, I think you have to outscore them. I think you have to outscore them, but they do have quality all around the pitch.
All right, and the last team that is on there would that be who? Because that would
be Charlie Smith.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie Smith. All right, so with Charlie Smith they have been they have been really inconsistent, you know. That's the problem I have with Charlie. They have been consistent. Today is one good game, tomorrow is one bad game. So you have to really wonder. But attacking wise, then we got them can attack. They can attack. They're more attack as a unit. But defensively, I think that's also one of their issues. So most of these teams have a little defensive issues, and they're more likely the team I'm a little bit worried about. But Charlie, if me say no player stand out per se, they're number 7, the number 9, number 7 by the threat, number 9, number 11, and number 10. So you know, so them stuck in the attacking part. But defensively, that's something kind of worry for them. But them number 7 and 9, really, really talented. Midfielder work hard. The number 10, 9 midfielder work very, very hard. They're everywhere on the pitch. So they do have a proper unit. Proper unit. But just defensively, me kind of worry for them.
All right, so I'm not even gonna go like who are the top each zone, but like so you go through who you think, cause we figure Mona we're gonna say, KC we're gonna say, JC we're gonna say, and then you like Catherine.
Yeah, man. I think Catherine got top the group.
So you think so Catherine top group 4 over JC?
I think so.
I have KC at top group 3.
Yes, I think KC at top group 3. I'm gonna say Eltham at top group 2.
And Mona Georges, Jacob.
I say Mona.
That's a tough group too.
Yeah, it's a fairly tough group, but I say Mona.
All right. So
I say Mona.
We would have said, even though it no matter till this point, but the standout player in the Manning Cup so far.
One particular side, that's hard to do, you know.
Yeah.
Hard. Standout player in the Manning Cup. Ooh. Tough. That's tough. That's really, really tough. Standout individual in the Manning Cup.
The guy. Last season, we know we did have Ronaldo Barretta fight Denzel McKenzie feet hard. So who you
stand out?
Yeah.
One particular side that tough. That really, really tough. You hard. Me can't say.
You think you have a more definitive answer by the end of the round, yeah?
Maybe I can have a better answer at the end of this round. Because for me, see the youth named Kimali Scott from Excelsior. So far, I think he has been really phenomenal in all of them I do. Problem can give every team can probably give one player. Probably that easier for them. This a player really stand out so far for each team. But it's difficult to say the specific one player there. Just the same as Dakar Cup this year.
We're gonna catch you back at the end of the season and ask you
In a round.
End of the round, sorry.
Yeah.
Ask who you think of it. So where we get up to for the rest of the weekend, because it's a big weekend, schoolboy football related. Mining Cup weekend that week. Are you agree?
Yeah. No, you are going no. From what the doctor, me no got doctor like I said, to steal my rest. Like I said, me I work too hard. So I do so much. But tomorrow, let me say tomorrow. Me probably got me I do watch along for Manning Cup today.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe tomorrow. Me no make up mind. Maybe tomorrow me do watch along as well. Or if not, me probably go on D Cup game. So let me check the fixtures and see what go on. What them have in store for me. I miss the what go on. That Casa Cup, anything more close to me?
As a countryman,
me I tell you. So just maybe, we got Dintil versus Demby. I'm not Dintil, I'm Magrat versus Demby. That's in Dintil. Where me know say me can be damn yard.
Yeah.
So just maybe.
Too much. But yeah, man, as I say, people can tell in the comments how well Guna did that summarizing the season this far.
Go to cussing, man. What about it, man? This is one be a cussing. You know all football, you know. I'm to this side, I'm to this side youth, I'm to this side, man. Yeah. Next week, we get every day.
You get we caught up. You get me, I say, you give a little starter pack so we can branch out and start doing investigation and get our own information. We definitely got to see around at the games that I decided. But as I said, this weekend is a stay home and watch weekend and get the lay of the land before we really start take up the Manning Cup. Any more thoughts on Manning Cup before we push out?
What's that?
Any more thoughts on the competition before we end?
Well, as for me, as about my program, hashtag Big Boys Time. That's all I can say.
Yeah. As I say, hopefully we can see Guna again soon. People, we are gonna start making Manning Cup content. You know, we are gonna start doing reviews, players to watch, and at the end of the season, this are that Sports TV Awards. You know that, the people. But thank you so much for staying with us for 46 and a half minutes or so. Before you go though, like, share, and subscribe. This is a rush when normally say them something, so I don't even know how you say it. Can we not even think about it? You get me? I say, but if each and every one of you guys can get us 5 subscribers, or however I'm gonna say it, I don't even remember right now, people. You know how many subscribers I get us by the end of the day? People, doing this by myself is not easy. Comment and say your rush need for a forward. But thanks again, Guna.
big up.
Appreciated, and we see you in the future.